a man makes a shocking discovery. The item being sold on the dark web live stream is his girlfriend. He immediately panics. He quickly calls his girlfriend. They had just gotten into a fight. His girlfriend refuses to answer. Watching viewers comment on his girlfriend's body, Mike wants to reach through the screen and pull them out. Luckily, after countless calls, his girlfriend finally pretends to step away to the bathroom. But right after she leaves, Bob, the host, takes out a drug. He claims just a few drops will let him do whatever he wants. At that moment, Anna answers the phone. Mike tells her not to drink anything, but Anna doesn't listen to him at all. Meanwhile, Bob takes Anna's cup. He drops the drug into the water, in front of the viewers. Now Mike is even more desperate. He watches Anna return to the living room. The viewers' comments become more and more disgusting, but Anna still won't answer his calls. Then Bob tricks her into drinking the water. She suddenly remembers Mike's warning, so she puts the cup down. When the viewers see Anna didn't drink it, they start doubting if the live stream is real. Only Mike begs Anna to answer the phone. Seeing this, Bob distracts Anna. He brings up why she came to see him. Anna turns off her phone. It turns out Bob is Anna's senior. She came to ask Bob to help Mike find a job. Bob agrees right away. This makes Anna lower her guard. Mike can only watch helplessly. Anna drinks the drugged water. The viewers start sending tips excitedly. They also make all kinds of cruel requests. A devastated Mike decides to call the police. Before Mike can send the link to the police, Bob says the stream was made by a top hacker. Even the police can't track it down, because the invite link is one-time use only. If you leave in the middle, you can never get back into the stream. Bob says the next part is extremely exciting, but viewers must tip 300,000 Korean won to watch. Otherwise, they will be kicked out. He also gives them a 30-second deadline to pay. As time passes by, to find out what's happening to Anna, Mike quickly pays as required. Bob starts randomly fulfilling viewers' requests. Mike calls Bob, but Bob refuses to answer. Mike quickly tips enough to become top one. He asks Bob to call him back. This time, Mike struggles to stay calm. He says the girl in the stream is his girlfriend. He begs Bob to let her go. Bob doesn't believe him at all. Out of options, Mike sends their photo to the stream. This gives Bob an even better idea. He says he will sell Anna in the live stream. If Mike truly loves Anna, he has to buy her back little by little. Of course, others can bid higher too. The viewers join in and raise the price. Mike is terrified, because he already spent all his savings. When Bob sees Mike isn't responding, he carries the camera over to Anna. He starts touching her inappropriately. Mike is furious. He watches Anna's stockings being pulled off. Mike can't take it anymore. He tells Bob to stop immediately, or he will call the police right away. Unexpectedly, Bob isn't scared at all. He even arrogantly tells him to do it. Mike grabs his laptop and rushes to the police station. But then, Bob gains access to his camera. Once Mike appears on camera, viewers quickly find his personal information. The viewers say, if Mike dares to go to the police, they will come to his house and kill him. But to save Anna, he still runs to the police station. Suddenly, Bob threatens him. If he dares open that door, he will hurt Anna right away. If Mike gives up going to the police, he will cancel the show. To protect Anna's reputation, Mike has to give up on calling the police. He heads home while calling his friend to borrow money, to make sure he isn't kicked out of the stream. But he is in such a hurry, he almost crashes into an electric scooter. Trying to avoid it, Mike accidentally falls down. His laptop crashes onto the ground. Bob, who's watching everything, is thrilled. He enjoys the feeling of controlling others. When Mike gets home, he covers his camera with a band-aid. But Bob tells Mike, covering the camera won't help, because Bob has also hacked his phone. He can listen to Mike anytime he wants. Then Bob announces the next round. Within 5 minutes, the highest bidder will get access to Anna. After saying that, he brings out whips, candles, and other tools. He places roses on Anna's chest. Then he draws a special mark on her. As the lights change, Anna's sexy figure is projected. Mike can't do anything. He can only tip wildly in the stream, hoping to be top one and get Anna's video. But at the last second, he runs out of money. A viewer named Jerry takes the win. Mike desperately tells everyone to stop, or he will kill them with his own hands. But no one is afraid of his threat. To calm everyone down, Bob comes up with an idea. He tells Mike to talk to Jerry. After Mike begs repeatedly, Jerry agrees to sell the video for 3 million won. Mike agrees without thinking twice, but Jerry raises the price to 5 million won. Bob demands Mike pay right now, or the deal is off. As Mike applies for online loans everywhere, he suddenly hears a knock on the door. It's his best friend, Charlie. Mike tells him to go to the police station immediately, but at that moment, Bob takes out an ultrasound photo. After thinking for a moment, Mike sends the money to Bob. Mike finally receives the video. Mike drags the video to the trash. Then he mutes his microphone. He tells Charlie to take the recorded video to the police, but Charlie refuses to call the police. Instead, he tries to talk Mike out of it. Mike can't believe it. Charlie is such a hypocrite. No matter how much Mike begs, Charlie does nothing. Then Bob reveals more secrets. He says the ultrasound belongs to another woman. Anna isn't pregnant at all. He was just tricking Mike on purpose. Then Bob checks Anna's call history. He says a man named Tom has called Anna many times late at night. Charlie lowers his head in guilt. Mike realizes something is wrong. He asks Charlie if he's hiding something. Seeing Mike is really angry, Charlie says Tom also likes Anna. As Mike keeps asking questions, Bob says he will show the text live. Mike stares at the screen nervously. The viewer's curiosity is at its highest, but Bob doesn't show them in the end. Mike is absolutely furious. Just as Bob continues to toy with Mike, the doorbell rings suddenly. It turns out when Mike left the police station, he secretly left a note asking for help. So the police came to his house. But as Mike is about to open the door, Bob threatens Mike. Then he calls out a masked man. Mike has no choice but to stop. When the police get no answer, they leave Mike's house. As punishment for trying to call the police, Bob tells the masked man to take Anna away. Mike screams in pain, watching him suffer. The viewers in the stream get even more excited. They demand the next part to start. However, just as Bob is about to begin, Tom suddenly arrives at Mike's house. Mike doesn't say a word. He starts beating Tom violently. Tom tries to explain quickly, but Mike refuses to listen. He grabs a bat and hits Tom. When Mike finally stops, Tom lies completely still. Now the situation has turned into a murder. Everyone watching the stream is an accomplice. Mike threatens Bob to bring Anna back. As long as Anna returns safely, he will act like the stream never happened. He will take the blame for the murder alone. If he doesn't see Anna in 30 minutes, Mike will send the stream video to TV stations. Bob panics immediately. Mike covers his camera again and mutes his microphone. Mike tells Charlie if anything happens to him and Anna, he begs Charlie to testify for him. After that, he prepares to go to the police. Just as Charlie is about to leave, Tom hits him hard from behind. It turns out everything was an act by Mike and Tom. They faked the murder to trick Bob, so they could force him to release Anna. But none of them expected Charlie was the first to break. He's not worth being friends with. Mike punches Tom a few times. Suddenly, Bob's voice comes from the stream. He announces the show is over for today. He injects the drug into Anna's neck. A desperate Mike breaks down crying. He begs Bob to spare Anna's life, but Bob ends the stream directly. Mike clearly covered his camera. How did Bob know everything? Suddenly, he remembers the clock Anna gave him. He finds a camera inside it, now exposed. Anna stops pretending. She slowly stands up from the sofa. She explains the whole truth. It turns out Anna's sister was a victim of a live stream. Even though she asked for help, all she got was coldness. She was driven to death. Not a single viewer stood up for her. And those streams still continue. To punish those guilty people, they found other families with the same experience. They formed a team. They found every guilty person through their IP address. Then they secretly gave them clocks with hidden cameras inside. Finally, they invited them to a secret live stream. They recorded everything with the camera. Then they exposed all of them to the public. The reason Mike got the clock was that Charlie used Mike's IP to watch the stream. That's why Mike got involved. After today's test, only Mike passed. Once the guilty people's identities were revealed, it caused a huge public reaction. Those people paid for their actions. This movie reminds us, the internet is not a lawless place. Everyone has a duty to protect basic human decency. Everyone should be responsible for their words and actions.